What's good, everyone? You are tuned in to Raggedy Crimes and Chaos, where even the snails are not safe. I'm your host, and today we're in Beauvais, France, in the Champagne region, where thieves broke into a family snail farm the night before the holiday season and stole 990 pounds of escargot, nearly half a ton, worth over $100,000 in snails. Let's get into the most French crime of all time. Alright, November 24th, 2025, Beauvais, France. In the heart of the Champagne wine region, the Duvernay family runs the Escargot de Grande Cruz, a snail farm that has been in the family since 1999. They raise about 350,000 snails a year, supplying them to high-end restaurants, including Michelin-starred establishments. These snails take about a year to reach maturity. This is important. It's November, the most important time of the year for a snail farmer, because France consumes 37 million pounds of snails annually, and a huge portion of that happens at Christmas. The Duvernays have been building their stock all year. Fresh snails, frozen snails, a full supply ready for the holiday rush. 990 pounds of escargot, $100,000 worth. Jean-Marie Duvernay arrives at work on the morning of November 24th, and something is wrong. The shop door is open. The kitchen doors are open. The lab doors are open. The drawers in the office have been emptied. Petty cash gone. And the fridges are almost bare. 990 pounds of snails gone. Every bit of their fresh and frozen supply taken overnight, just before Christmas. Now, let's talk about how much snail this actually is. 990 pounds. That's not a bag of snails. That's not a box of snails. That's enough escargot to make an estimated 10,000 meals. 10,000 individual plates of escargot gone. These snails were destined for Michelin-starred restaurants, for holiday tables, for people who planned Christmas dinners around these snails. And now, they're gone. The Duvernay family is convinced this was not a random theft. Whoever did this knew what they were doing. They targeted the right building. They knew when to strike. They knew the value of what they were taking. And crucially, They did not take the producer snails, the ones that lay eggs, because those can't be sold for immediate consumption. A thief who understands snail farming well enough to sort the snails by category. Inez Duvernay, 20, who works on the farm, tells press, "It must be the work of a very organized network. It's incredible to have stolen such a quantity. This is a snail cartel situation." Because snails take a year to mature, there is no replacing the stock in time for Christmas. The family says about 60% of their annual revenue comes during the holiday season. This robbery wiped out their Christmas. Their Facebook post reads, "This is definitely not the kind of post we thought we'd write as the holidays approach. We've been robbed. We are trying our best to restock to satisfy you for the holidays." A snail farmer has to post on Facebook to explain why they're out of snails. The good news? Fellow snail farmers in the region reached out with solidarity, offering supplies. There is a snail farmer solidarity network. Good for France. Police have no suspects. As of this recording, they're hunting the snail thieves. As of this recording, they are hunting the snail thieves. Somewhere in France is a person or a group of people with 990 pounds of stolen escargot that they cannot easily sell on the open market, because high-end restaurants have supply chains. They know their vendors. You cannot just show up to a Michelin restaurant with a van full of stolen Christmas snails. So, either they are selling it on the ground to snail back market buyers, which is a sentence I just had to say, or they're sitting on a very large, very illegal snail collection. This story goes global because it's France and snails and Michelin and Christmas, and somehow all of those things together are someone's problem. One comment: the great escargot caper of 2025. History will remember this. Another person: they sorted the snails. They left the breeding snails. These thieves took a course. Someone writes, "The Snail Farmer Solidarity Network is the most French sentence I've ever processed." And my favorite, somewhere in France right now is a person with almost half a ton of snails they cannot explain. So, what have we learned from today's Raggedy crime? Lesson 1. Snails take a year to raise. You cannot replace a heist in time for Christmas. The timing of this robbery was devastating. Lesson 2. If you steal 990 pounds of luxury escargot, you need to have a buyer. You cannot just wing it. Lesson 3. The snail black market is apparently active enough that someone thought this was worth doing. France. Let's pour one out for the Duvernay family. They built their business over 25 years. They raise 350,000 snails a year. They supply Michelin restaurants. And someone walked in the night of November 24th and took everything right before Christmas, when 60% of their annual income was about to come in. That is not funny. That is devastating. But half a ton of snails? Someone is driving around France with 990 pounds of stolen snails. And this is kind of funny. Alright, that's it for today's episode of Raggedy Crimes and Chaos. If this made you want escargot for Christmas, you're going to have to find another source. That's all I've got for you today. Thanks for listening to Raggedy Crimes and Chaos. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with a friend. And remember, stay safe out there. Don't steal snails. Don't steal 990 pounds of snails right before Christmas. Don't operate a snail black market. And if you are a snail farmer in France, please invest in security. The snail cartel is real. Until next time, I'm out.